Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking straight into Vertigo here. We've got Iron Branch on the CT side of things. A map up already. Looking to take the full advantage here. And this is usually their permaban, but they didn't really show up to the veto. There's not much else to add other than that. So it gets very...
How do we explain,
pocket from here. Yeah, I don't really know. At the same time, K23, they've got 4 maps played, 0% win rate. And, well, Iron Branch... They are not wasting any time getting into the action. Flash comes around for Sad on the Julies. Lollipop holding the line. He does get traded out, but it's a 3 versus 2, looking pretty damn healthy here as Ganginho has found the side swipe onto the T side. Elian left with it all to do. Finds the first. He does have the bomb in tow. They are a bit split if he finds good timing here, so could get very strange indeed. Taking a small tag. As he takes more of those, it is going to become harder and harder for him, and they're really just trying to pin him down. They've got him trapped over towards Ivy. He can't really go anywhere at this point in time. He swaps across to a USP, gets double peeked, and does well to find one. But that is all that he finds. And Iron Branch come away with yet another pistol.
Oh, wow. So, you know, let's talk about the elephant in the room here. Iron Branch, this is their permaban. And any time that they're attending the veto, they will ban this map. However, they didn't. And for K23, they've gone for a, you know, in huge quotation marks, punish pick. But they also have a 0% win rate. They've played 4 times. They've lost all 4. This is going to be chaos. There's no two ways about it. There's no way of predicting how this map's going to go. Normally, when we look towards, you know, maps, we can make a very educated guess. And I'd actually say, you know, as casters, as we cover a lot of these games, we can probably predict kind of who's going to win what map and how, right? This one, no clue. Not a clue how things going to pan out. Nice shot. Magnojes, it might only be a consolation. Just gonna tag away with the old scout, but Ganginho will confirm the kill. But yeah, Scriv, we have no idea, mate. This is gonna be a very, very weird but wonderful map of Counter-Strike.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is a nice way of putting it. Might get scrappy out here. Suppose that's what we're here for on a Tuesday evening, though. You know, a wonderful Counter-Strike.
Of course.
It just keeps things a bit fresh, you know, and unpredictable from time to time. I suppose that's the way that it goes. Every now and then we get a series where it makes sense. We go 16-8, 16-8, and then the third map's where it's all about. This one makes a little less sense, and that might keep us entertained, I think, is what we are after at the end of the day. Mass Val has eaten a nade from here, but he does look set to be overlooked. Flash comes around for him. Easy double spray down and an easy hold for Iron Branch, only losing the 1 player.
Well, there we go. Now it's a 2-0 start for Iron Branch, which is good on a map in which traditionally they're not so good at. I'm actually very interested to see, actually, during this game, how deep the kind of the strat book is for Iron Branch. This is, like we said, a map which they don't like to play at all. So do they actually have any defaults? That's the big thing for me. Is there any set strats? Do they have defaults? Do they have you know, plans and formulas how to make this a success? Essentially, how much time have they actually put in towards Vertigo? It might be a map which they occasionally scrim, but I don't think they're putting too much time into it. But so far, so good. They're looking okay. A couple of double kills. No problems at all. In a matter of moments, K23 all alone. On to Raijin. Bomb dropped. Round done.
Finished off by the flank. Simple stuff here so far. Iron Branch rolling through the motions. We'll see how things look as the first challenge comes in. The buy from K23, of course. Pretty strong here. They've got an AWP out early on, so really could be difficult to deal with. Not entirely sure how things will pan out from here. Iron Branch have a pretty solid start from the get-go, as they kind of did over on Anubis a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. This is really going to be a tough round, and this is where K23 can maybe show us, have they perhaps been working on the Vertigo and everything's fallen into place, or did they just go wing and a prayer on this and hope that Iron Branch are completely clueless on the map?
Oh, it's now or never to find out, right? We need to see K23 kickstart their campaign against the bonus buy. There's no better opportunity. Elian in towards the AWP. AWPing on Vertigo generally, but moreover, T-side Vertigo is notoriously very difficult. So I'm interested to see how Elian does. It's a very, very cruel bit for T-side AWPing. Spam coming through as well, in fact, by Lollipop. He's getting mighty close. It looks like Masval will be first contact. He hears a lot of noise as well. In comes the peaks. Will avoid the flash. There's the first head, looking for a pixel to find. With a 4 to the hands of Railway.
They're going to go for an execute off the back of it as well. So this is shaping up for a really solid round for K23. Going to attempt to boost up here of the AWP. Ganginho will take out Railway. There's a flank coming in. Really being watched for at this point in time, but he gives his position away a little early. Elian will manage to survive the fight. Certainly not ideal. Down goes Sad on said flank. Great angles here for the T side. X5 holds him down. Magno Jez on the backside makes sure that it's all easy peasy, and that'll be a very, very clean one from K23 to open up in the rifleage.
Yeah, all things considered, right? I think we kind of said coming in towards that sort of round with the kind of the opposition buy that they're coming against, they've got to walk away with that one pretty conclusively, and to do exactly that. Very important. Very well done. But the main thing, and the thing we've spoken about quite a lot, especially off the back of our previous map, is consistency. So, let's see. Iron Branch, they themselves fall by their own. Great opportunity. This is the first test to see where these two sides stand. Who's got the slightly better idea? So far, once again, ramp control seems to be the priority. For K23, they're continuing to poke and prod over towards ramp. And actually, Iron Branch are going to give it to them.
Yeah, Iron Branch definitely nervous looking, I think, in this round. So they really do have to watch themselves. They know that fact moving forwards, that K23 could really start flying if they win this round. Masval, stick with it, stay committed. Oh, he won't be able to find the kill onto Railway. There's so much damage done. Hopefully the trades will be here for the CT side. First one comes in. Sad with another quick flank, so he's clearly finding gaps in the offense. However, the kills come in for that K23 side of things. They've mowed through the A-bomb site, leaving it all onto Niffy on the rotation. Surely a difficult one. Surely you'd say not a chance with how they are set up. If he had a nade to maybe write one of them off, it could be doable, but Raging on the off angle will deal with him and find yet another round for K23.
Yeah, and again, pretty conclusively as well, right? I mean, that wasn't really all too shabby, let's say. K23 actually looking a lot better now. Bit of a shaky start off the back of the pistol, but since they've had rifles, it's been, for the most part, pretty easy, plain sailing. Iron Branch actually somewhat problematic where we stand right now. This is, yeah, not all too good. You do get a little bit shaky, a little bit worried. We were saying in the break, there's a real strong potential. This could just go 3 maps just by default, right? This is a map, as we mentioned, Iron Branch don't play. Against full buys, they could be in trouble. Pop shots will actually connect on towards Elian. Probably should have confirmed a kill there. Doesn't, and actually opens up an opportunity.
Slow wind through the nades here so far. Nothing really happening for the side of Iron Branch. No one coming their way, no opportunities. They're going to stack towards the A-bomb site and hope that K23 walk into them. Not entirely sure whether that will be how it goes down. They do have a player pushing forwards, trying to dig for some information in the form of Radiant, and maybe he ends up on the business end of a USP.
They are looking to walk into the stack here. Here comes the flash in the corner. Hang on, these pistols, they're looming around that corner. Nade will come through. Ganginho, that Deagle hoping for a pop shot, won't be giving it. It's messy. Couple of kills, in fact. Hello. Hang on. No, not like this. It's Magnojez all alone in a 1 versus 2, but they haven't scooped up rifles.
Certainly still doable for him if he can get the catch-offs here, and he, maybe has the opportunity. Ganginho around the corner. They are going to be able to double peek into him here, and he can't find a single frag on either of them. No way Iron Branch win that round. K23 with a blunder of astronomical proportions.
They had USPs.
Oh, man.
USPs, and they've made that one work. Yeah, that can't be going that way. That is a really, really brutal way to lose a very important round just to cement yourselves and to time this game right back up. And then losing it as well. I mean, look at the knock-on effect it's had. Well, the K23 got to work with double AK. A couple of pistols. Railway and Magnojez even opting not to buy at all. I mean, they're technically going for an eco, but it's a weird one with 2 AKs invested in. We'll see. Molly comes through. That'll deny the boost, and the footsteps would have been heard running away there.
feet. Oh, flying up for the frag. Brilliant stuff. That will be the AK taken down. Magnotes does have armor to work with. Another flash, and the same play. Fantastic stuff from Niffy, a great round from him, and that should pretty much seal the deal. Again, the AK is going to get scooped up, but with only 3 remaining, you don't really expect it to get too much done.
Let's see. Lollipop, it's a bit of an off angle here. Normally what we like to consider a bit of a one and done. Let's see what he can do. He will have heard that footstep, that's for damn sure. That's beckoned over some support too. One of it was sandbags at a asphalt. He'll just drop a molly. And he'll swing off the back of said molly. Lollipop will pounce. It's brilliant team play. And a flawless round, in fact, for Iron Branch. This is some good Counter-Strike. On a map in which, as we've already built up the narrative, they don't actually play all that much. They're looking pretty good, man. There's actually some decent set rounds here. Decent defaults. It's maybe an interban of theirs, but it's not by any means a weak map, so to say. But I think maybe we have to ask questions more of it towards K23. It was even themselves a risk picking in towards this map just because how, well, notoriously, they're not very good at it either. And it is actually come back to bite them ever so slightly.
Lollipop getting up close and personal here. Might spot out some of the jumps. There's a boost above the smoke. Can't see anything with it, though. I don't think there's really any gaps for Raging to work with. Moves his position away a little bit. Lollipop could go for a spam here. He's thinking about it, but he's just going to wait until the smoke goes down and he loses out on the fight. Very big deal indeed. Tried to go for an aggressive move and it has not worked at all.
Now they hold. They're waiting. Again, looking for some sort of mistake to, I guess, pounce in their favor. But yeah, this has not been too good just yet from Iron Branch. They try to do something a little bit miraculous. Doesn't work out. Lollipop falling. It is a bit of an important one to lose. He's kind of, for the most part, been one of the stalwarts of locking out ramp. Either way, they're rotating back over towards B, and in transition, Niffy gets very close and comfortable. Uncomfortable, may I say.
Nearly taken down. Nearly taken down. Goes for a positional change, and he will lose his fight out. Not looking good. They've been firmly left off by the smokes here as well, so I feel like it might just be a save move coming in from Iron Branch. Surely not a chance back into the round. Nate goes down, doesn't do anything, so yeah, round's not going to happen, and they will indeed save. K23 staying hot on the heels of Iron Branch right now. There is indeed a lead for the CT side, but K23 proving they can get it done with some decent moves of their own.
Yeah. At the very least, it's not going to be a complete walker if we are going to have a bit of a fight here. Similar to what we saw, granted, in towards the news. Sad. Will get himself a nice little consolation kill, looking for more as well. Trying to make things uncomfortable on the exit, which I'm all for, to be perfectly honest. They are actually going to exit out as well. He doubles away, though, in the right time, and we'll just keep hold of his M4. He actually could have even upgraded to an AK if he wanted to, but he opts to keep the M4 in play for himself personally. And that'll be all she wrote. So K23 chip the deficit down to just the 2 rounds. But still a lot more work to be done before we even remotely get to a position where we feel comfortable. Right now, it just hasn't been all there for K23. Not exactly being the way we would hope and what is a traditional punish pick. So we'll see. Pause to be called. I'm probably assuming Iron Branch before coming in towards their full buy once again. Of course, we don't really know with ESL Challenger League who has called it, so we can only speculate. It could actually be called either way, to be perfectly honest.
Pretty important time in the game for both sides. So yeah, I think I'm kind of in agreement with you that it really could be either, but you would imagine Iron Branch just because they are sweating a bit and worried a bit. But we'll see. We'll see. We're hoping for a turnaround here to keep the game on the toes, on the edgier seat type stuff as K23 are continuing to, try and prove why they picked into this one. Of course, as we spoke about, it's like the idea of this punish pick, but they don't really have very much strength on it themselves. And it's starting to show a little. Iron Branch are playing kind of lax sort of Counter-Strike, right? Just based on the individuals, taking some early fights, that kind of thing. And so far, so good. It's not amazing. But it is definitely at a workable point right now.
Yep. Well, we'll see. Now, the fact that we've had a pause for quite a while makes me speculate that said tech pause is, in fact, a tech pause. It's an age-old classic for online Counter-Strike. So, hey, let's see. Yeah, this is just looking like a tech pause, unfortunately. So, you know, we'll hold, we'll wait. Hopefully it's okay. Sooner rather than later, we get the show back on the road. Right now, though, not too bad for Iron Branch. It's actually been a fairly okay performance on a map in which it's traditionally not that good at. So we'll take the old silver linings, as we like to say. We have to hold and wait.
Yeah, sometimes got to be done, unfortunately. You know, it can be a bit annoying in the middle of a game to go for a tech pause like this, but it does seem like we have somewhat of an issue. No one's dropped out, so I'm not really sure what the issue could be. Here we go, beautiful stuff. You know, you talk about it enough and eventually it will go away. That's how it works with the tech pauses. So, all good, back into the action, not having to wait too long there. Things getting underway here. Iron Branch hoping to extend their lead and continue the strength that they've been showing so far on the CT side.
Let's get it. We'll buy out both ways, but of course, arguably you could say that CT economy has to be kept in check a little bit more. Nade'll come through, and Magnotus does take a fairly decent chunk of damage. Already. A lot of pop shots through the AWP at range for Ganginho. Easy work for him. And an aid to follow suit as well. That'll just force Railway away. Great opening kill for Iron Branch.
Looking for a bit more as well. They're hoping to continue the aggression here. K23 have been forced way back. So they're a man down, their map control down, and they're info starved as well. Really like the worst early game, or early round, I should say, position to be in. Can't really do very much for it. They're going to go dig in towards middle, it looks like, and hope that maybe there's a way out over there as X5 is slowly but surely taking his time. It is, of course, being held down by Massval, but for now, just sending some utility around. I'm not really sure whether I'm a massive fan of this one. Elian trying to find his own frag, but the opportunity just doesn't present.
Right, wait. Going to join forces. There's another bomb in hand as well over towards bottom stairs. It's looking like that's the position they want to play towards. And sort of right now, B is an ever so slightly undermanned site, let's say. Now the rotation has come through actually at the perfect time. Niffy still needs a bit of magic. There it is. And he actually finds the kill prior to the flash. That's important. K23, they're starting to crumble a little bit in towards this round, and time's ticking. They've got 10 seconds. I think they're just going to give up.
Yeah, it's over, mate. It's over. There's no chance into this one, unfortunately. So they will give it up, back away, try and take some names with them on the way out as X5 does a decent job. Elian will go down, unfortunately. So that's going to be the AWP dropped as a pretty big deal, actually. Ooh. Robbed, saved by the bell. Either way, 6-3, Iron Branch starting to look good here on that CT side.
So, yeah, Iron Branch, I do think, well, I'm liking what I'm seeing overall. It's still early doors. We have no idea what the T-side is going to look like, and as you've already kind of mentioned, the T-side is pretty damn tough, especially considering for Iron Branch, probably their main man, their heaviest hitter, generally speaking, is Ganginho. He is their star player at the moment. I've already spoken about how T-side AWPing is so tough on this map. It'll come through. Oh, Magno just takes a huge chunk of damage. That's a 44 to start off the round. Not great for them. Loses round K23, especially with no bomb plants, and we can already speculate that it is just going to be a broken economy. And Niffy's having a bit of a field day. He's getting all the stairs control for free.
Yeah, looking pretty good over on towards that B-bomb site. He's held a pretty solid line over there. However, we're just going to see Raging flying in, and he finds himself a double. One included in through the smoke just to add insult to injury, and now only 3 remain for the side of Iron Branch. They're trying to get here quickly. Raging having a great round as he just had somehow managed to find all these kills by himself. Bit of weirdness goes down. Lollipop finds a frag, a nade as well to boot for another one. The bomb has yet to go down. Raging could get caught with nade in hand here, and that looks to be the case. Elian with a trade onto one. Ganginho with the AWP. What can he get done? He's going to eat the nade. He tries to flick across, and I think he might just have landed a shot through the box, but it's obviously not enough to drop Elian at this point in time. Where's Elian going? Not sticking around, trying to dip away, and Ganginho with the AWP. It's going to be so tough for him to find an in here. Slow but sure. He does have kits available on the floor that easily will be picked up. But Elian hoping to write him off in this round. Ganginho doesn't really know where to look. He's going to pick up the kit, but just have to give up the round. And that's K23 getting themselves another one. Skin in the teeth stuff, but they are indeed keeping the competition heavy.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was kind of real fine margins type stuff. It actually looked like it was going to be done just off the back of Niffy's magical start alone. But no, not to be. I thought for a second we were going to see another pretty easy one from Iron Branch. K23, they claw it back. Fine margins, as we said, because their economy was on the brink there. Now where we stand, it's actually a little bit easier to run with. X5 still going to wield the old Galil, but aside from that, it's a pretty conclusive bite. Those Iron Branch, they've dipped in towards the pockets pretty deep. This one goes south, they're going to have no money.
Big damage onto Railway to start. No kills coming in as yet. Elian just watching those gaps in the tarpaulin. And nobody given a chance across. Iron Branch, they played a pretty passive ramp hold, all things considered. A couple rounds where they've tried to get aggressive, and a couple rounds where it's been unsuccessful. So you can kind of agree with the logic. Up round the corner, not going to get the better of X5, unfortunately. Big frag coming in. Life going to be made awkward by these Molotovs here, but no real kills coming in for the side of Iron Branch. K23.
Sneaking forward, they're playing a double stack here. They actually might get a freebie onto the Railway so low. It's such an easy kill for them. And he falls. Flash over towards Ram, but they're once again trying to keep them at bay. Raging has got in front of it. But at the worst time, he doubles away from Ali. I think he may have heard something, suspected it. Does not matter. Down they will fall. K23 left to 3. And with 35 seconds on the clock, they've got to make a decision here and now.
Yeah, they've not moved in like 30 seconds themselves. Got the ramp control, but maybe don't know what quite to do with it. Smoke's going to come in, but there's multiple players ahead of these. The contact flash is absolutely brilliant, though. They will manage to get a player away, and sadly, he comes in from the side for the swipe, leaving it all down to just 2 now. Goes in for another one. It's a 1 versus 1, however, as Magno Jez found 2 massive frags. Only 10 seconds to get the bomb down. Elian, he moves through the smoke, and he finds the kill. Absolutely ridiculous scenes as Elian clutches up once again.
How are they getting away with this? K23, time and time again, just about staying alive. It's one of these kind of fine margins type conversations. But hey, I'll absolutely take it. Iron Branch, they'll be kicking themselves. A lot of these rounds should have gone their way. The last 2, for definite, should have gone the way of Iron Branch. They let it slip. Rookie mistakes and crucial errors in a man advantage situation are always going to come back to bite them. K23, skin of their teeth type stuff. They'll make it work. And of course, it will mean that Iron Branch have no money to work with. Like we said, they went as deep into the pockets as they could in towards the round prior. And all fell flat. No way, once again, is the round they make work. 5-10 will find the first. Looking for more again. It's getting messy, but thankfully, K23 will get that status control.
Yeah. Worrying in the early stages, but ultimately getting the job done. That's what you expect out from a buy like that. Another kill comes around, not a single chance into this round. Even finding another kill, I think, is going to be difficult for them. Masval tries to catch X5 with nades in hand, but not going to happen. 6-6 as we get into the last few rounds of this half. Things are even as they get.
Well. All tied square. We take a slight breather before the full buy of Iron Branch. They've already lost a couple of close rounds. They now need to start winning something. Once again, they are letting K23 back in towards this game. And on T side itself, they're damn respectable. X5, he was having a little listen towards mid. They won't be giving too much. Hang on. Hello, Masval. That's aggressive. And himself a lollipop. We'll get 3 in the matter of mere moments. Looking for more. And he maybe overextends, but it might be enough already.
Wonderful stuff. 4 versus 2. Magno, Jez, and Elian, what can they get done? Certainly been 2 of the stronger members on the team so far, but a lot of work for them. Elian as well. Got to be careful around this corner, just on the outside of his scope. There is a player ready and waiting in the form of Ganginho. Elian gets lucky through the smoke to find Lollipop, so that's the first step. A couple more of those, please. But again, not really able to take too much control. They get the kill, but they can't find space. Starting to get away from them, but Elian gets another. Still got a minute remaining. Rotations towards the A side, but do K23 want to commit? Not entirely sure. It looks like they're going towards B, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, again, Elian single-handedly causing a lot of problems over towards Iron Branch. A double to turn this one on its head. And if they lose another round like this for Iron Branch, it was at one point, for a mere moment, it was a 2 versus 5. And oh, look where we stand. They're about to get a bomb plant as well. Even that alone should be happening. Oh, hang on. Hello. Hang on a second. Oh, sad. Oh, that's it. Round done. Iron Branch won it. There's no way. There's no way. There's the bomb. Time too far ticked. Surely not. Smoke will come through. It actually gives the ability for Elian to get that bomb plant. What does he do off the back of that? Molotov will come through. He's looking for some magic here from Elian. There's the first. No way. Surely not. Tagged low, looking for the kill, and if he will just see it off. But my God, Elian makes a good effort of that.
Yeah, another one for him, right? He's clutched up 2 rounds already, and that was maybe half a second away. Maybe a bit more HP away so that he could have reacted. It's unfortunate. He would have been 3 for 3 on that, but it does not happen for him in the end, and it will be a round going the way of Iron Branch, but it's very, very expensive for them, so they will be deep into the coffers for these final couple of rounds, that is for sure. K23, again, staying hot on the heels. A decent T-side coming out from them. And this is where things get worrying, right? Moving on to the T-side. Of Vertigo especially, it's going to be a real challenge for Iron Branch, who have 0 experience there. So, yeah, you do start to worry a little bit. They need as many rounds as possible to work with, but we'll see.
Iffy finds one. Quick trades coming through from Railway. Towards mid. X5 will find a kill. Ooh, a bit laboured. Going to get the kill nonetheless. So, in a matter of moments, K23 do have themselves a numbers advantage. Actually, normally it starts with things going so positive for Iron Branch. Might be already better. Masfalt not liking that peak at all. And we'll get punished for it.
Yeah, that is disastrous towards the tail end. Lollipop holds for 1, but it costs him a lot of HP. Sad is on the way to join his comrade. K23 still got this round in control. They slowed it down once again. Are they going to change position? Maybe try for a B hit, as they have done in the past. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they will be slowly making their way towards the A site. Needs to come down, and unfortunately Iron Branch have bailed on A and are moving to B. So they'll probably just hold what they have here and give the round away, unfortunately, for us, the spectator looking for some excitement.
We'll see. Bomb goes down. The likes of Sad and Lollipop, they're absolutely nowhere to be seen. I can understand why, especially for Lollipop. No HP and an AWP in hand. Just keep on that one alive and kicking. So we are going to be once again all tied up. It's going to be as even as a half as possible heading in towards the second half here, which in itself is credit. Both of these two sides are not good on this map. Iron Branch don't play it. K23 don't win it. So it's a battle of who's going to break that deadlock. Who's going to get the first win on HLTV in the last 3 months on this map. So far it's looking like it's anyone's game. Like we said coming towards one, it's more or less impossible to call right now.
That's the way it goes. That's the way you maybe want it on a map like this as well. We did talk about competition, talking about it being back and forth and indeed a complete mess. That's exactly what we've gotten out of this, so... yeah, some wacky Counter-Strike to say the least. And Iron Branch, you've got to bear in mind that they've got a couple rounds in there because they won a round off the back of the USPs. So K23 could have been in for a pretty strong half, to be honest, but they let one silly little round slip away from them and it cost them big time.
Smoke on the top of sandbags as Massal peaks above. Right now, K23 very slow in the old approach. Nothing being given up for the time being. They're all looking in towards mid. And Ganginho, the AWP is posted up here, ready for exactly that. Yeah, nothing being given right now. They're just ticking down the clock. Iron Branch for them, waiting for any sort of sound cue to work. Okay, K23 just baiting out as much Utah from the CT side as they can.
Seems to be working as well. They've definitely got the Iron Branch side on the ropes, but when they find the opening pick as Ganginho is done, maybe that changes things up. Magno Jez looking for a way in towards the B side via the stairs. Unfortunately, he's losing teammates left, right, and center. Seems to be the only one finding success at the moment. He's on the site, as is his teammate Ragin, but Ragin's going to go down. They've got no bomb to work with. Not a chance, not a hope in hell. 8-7 at the turn of the half. Close as it comes, but Iron Branch taking the lead on a map they don't play. Let's see if the madness continues in half two. Welcome back, everybody. Half number two getting underway here, of course. Let's see whether Iron Branch can get it done. And maybe they become a 7-map team as well. K23 certainly will have their work cut out, but they open up nicely. X5 going to go down. Sorry, X5 going to find the frag. It is in fact Ganginho that goes down. And another one coming in as well. Magno Jez holding the line, as this is looking like a very difficult take coming in for that T side. Magno Jez with an easy mow down of 3, supported by his boys, in K23 even up the scoreline.
Yeah, they absolutely flew out the gates there in towards the pistol. Flawless. K23 take it. My God, there was no contest, let's be honest. They got completely pulled apart in a matter of moments. So Iron Branch, what's the call? The call actually is looking like, for the most part, safe in towards. Yeah, it's going to be the case. Just Ganginho in towards a Deagle. P250 for Lollipop. But for the most part, it is just going to be that lesser buy. And of course, in doing so, yeah, not all too much. This should be a bit of a throwaway round. Basically, you know, the old attack pause without calling attack balls. We'll see how successful it is. If they get a couple of consolation kills, we'll take a silver line, and that actually wouldn't be too bad.
So far, Not much going on. They're just chilling towards the bottom end of ramp, probably having a chat about the next round, to be fair to them. Oh, Eagle has spotted something out. He gets 2 dinks. Going to be kind of frustrated he doesn't come away with a frag there. I think we all are, to be honest with you. Ganginho found like he found a hole, found a way in, but gets denied away. And now as they try and charge up, you know, he's low, get after him. They're all going to get mowed down by the trap that was being set. Not a single kill comes in, and K23 now take the lead.
An easy round, all things considered. So yeah, like you mentioned, it was just one of those where not too much came to fruition overall. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. 9 to 8, and of course, in comes the full buy immediately for Iron Branch. They've got a lot to work with. See, of course, as expected. The old AK's out. No AWP for Ganginho. Didn't invest into the Deagle previous round, but also at the same time, it's one of those things as well that it would be on T side. Tough, like you already mentioned. What's the plan of action? It's looking like right now Iron Branch just going to poke and prod over towards mid. It's not up for them to go for a split. Massfell's being loud over towards bottom ramp, and it might just drag attention over there.
Oh, Molotov not ending up where it was supposed to be, and it actually gives it a chance for the peak from X5 to come in, but he loses out on his fight. Trades all over the shop. Thank goodness for the one untraded frag in towards mid, though. Iron Branch going to retake that man advantage, get the bomb down, and should be able to hold the line here pretty easily. Elian and Ragin are miles away from the action. Going to take them a lot of time to get in with 0 information. Yeah, really not looking too good here at all. But we'll see. They are hoping to go for it. They've got cash in the bank, so feeling pretty confident with this one. Very important round for Iron Branch to hold on to so far, looking so good. Niffy does get forced off into an awkward angle, and a difficult spray down for Ganginho there. He will fall eventually, but this bomb is too far ticked. Not a chance for Ragin. He'll take his M4 and keep it for the next round.
Yeah, that'll be it. And, of course, in a matter of mere moments, you see sort of what we expected, where things are pretty damn good over towards Iron Branch, just off the back of AKs alone. Let's see, will things continue looking positive? But of course, the decision, that is K23. What is their buy looking like? Should be fine. Magnosia's the only one who really might have a little bit less to work with in terms of util, but for the most part, shouldn't have too many issues. Yeah, I think that will be exactly the case. Iron Branch, at the very least, showing competency over towards that T side. It's not going to be a complete blowout from K23, which is kind of what it was maybe initially eyeing itself up to be. Then coming through. Nice follow on the first. Ragin overextends and gets caught.
Big frag, big deal. Massive round here to get converted. Off angle coming in. The inspect nearly for Sad getting kind of awkward there. X5 will take out Lollipop here. So they are staying in the round on the K23 side of things. Molotov to come through. Ganginho sure to be able to find this frag. But no, Elian, patient, cool, calm, and collected, gets it done. Picks up a big one. Leaves it down to a 3 versus 3 for the rest of the squad to convert. And a decent read here that it is going to be a B hit.
Still all on the side of being quiet right now. The decision's being made for the second. Shy of a minute, of course. Molotov misses, though. That's the big thing. Oh, he's been held. As long as he holds on the fort, he should get a freebie of a kill. And it will fall, in fact. Magno just finds the kill somehow. Sad was set up for it. This made things awkward because they're getting picked apart now. What a retake from K23. Iron Branch, that should have gone their way. And the fact that it didn't, actually, pretty notable there. Well played. What a retake, and a flawless retake at that.
Magical stuff, retaking the lead. Absolutely fantastic from K23, and they are maybe starting to prove why they have a little more comfort on this map. Iron Branch started that one off pretty damn well, and they let it slip away, so things starting to look scary already for them on this T side. It kind of hangs in the balance as well. You can see coming into this round, the buy is incredibly weak, and the cash is really not there, so very, very scary times ahead if they can't get this converted.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how things pan out right now. There's been some pretty decent Counter-Strike on display from both sides. The K23 just got a slight edge in my books. Just got something about them that just makes them a little bit more on the side of scary. Whereas you get worried. You get slightly nervous about Iron Branch. They've got inconsistencies. They've got There's ever so slight issues where their defaults look somewhat on the side of shaky. And of course does worry you. The way T-side looking over towards bottom right, flash will come through. Elian catches himself with it. But even still, bit of space to work with as time starts to tick.
Slow build up here for Iron Branch. Really do not want to let this round drop away from them. Going to send a lot of bodies around the corner here in towards Elian, who comes away with one, needs to be traded, and he will indeed be so. Gives him the chance in towards the side. Ganginho has found the head of Raging as well. Great contact flash from Lollipop. Catching Railway with his pants down. 4 versus 2. Surely don't let this one slip. Definitely not when they've got the A bomb site control, and in fact, it might be an immediate call to save, and I think it is. So K23 going to give it up. Iron Branch keeping it interesting here as we even the scoreline back up.
Yeah, that's it. I think the safe call actually is most definitely the right call. I mean, right now, right, you look at this side and you look at exactly what K23 have to work with, especially long term, and it isn't exactly too favorable. Elian and X5 should be okay in terms of, well, Elian rebuying and X5 dropping. That's the case in point of what does Railway do? What does Raijin do? I think even Magnoja's him dropping might be pretty awkward. Might just be like of a FAMAS or even into the realms of an MP9. Bomb goes off, and there we go. Actually, yeah, the buy's going to be pretty brutal. They might even just eco around this. Elian might half buy a little bit, but for the most part, it's not actually going to be a really comfortable buy if they try and go for this. And actually could come back to bite them a little bit. The pause to be called, and you can understand why. It's actually a pretty tough conversation for K23. Forcing in here is somewhat doable, just in the fact that, you know, the likes of Elian has money, X5 can drop, Magnojas can technically drop, but if they were to lose a janky buy, it would leave them in a really uncomfortable position. That position being broken economy, Iron Branch into a lead, and getting ever closer to the old elusive 16, and of course taking the series 2-0. All of that does, yeah, make you feel somewhat on the side of uncomfortable. So yeah, the Arch not for a low buy. It's just looking like it's going to be pistols, which I think is smart.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure on them, though, for sure at this point. Really, really worried for the K23 side of things. We are at the closing stages of this map, and Iron Branch are getting a grip, getting a strong grip on this one. Keeping that economy at bay, and it's so, so difficult to come back from on the CT side, right? When your economy gets away from you, what more can you do? Really do struggle to put up decent rounds, put up decent weaponry and utility. And it just is incredibly difficult, I think, to keep your mind focused on the game because you're thinking about getting the util down at the right time, or you know, making sure your cash is in the right place. You have all these other extracurricular things to think about that can be very worrying indeed.
I agree. Seems like we are in, yeah, tech pause here, which is pretty unfortunate. So hopefully, you know, we can get things back on the road before we know it. And then there's going to be no issues at all. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, still is a pretty decent position at the very least to be in. And finally, we are on the way. So, scoreline, all tied square. Map 1 did go the way of Iron Branch, and Map 2, traditionally not that good for them. Actually, there's these small silver linings here and there which give you some hope. Which is just the case in the point, of course, can they make it work? Let's see. I think there was a bit of a match medic there, but we're good to go. And yeah, as expected, that buy is somewhat on the side of... Oh, no, in fact. I was going to say somewhat on the side of minimal, but no, it is actually not the case. They have gone for the force buy. It's a risk. I have to say, this one falls flat. Iron Branch not only, of course, take a lead, they should be able to walk up towards the likes of maybe 13 before a response comes through from K23, and that's a pretty brutal position to be in.
Early utility coming round. Iron Branch in towards middle. Flashing effective. They line up, but they do manage to get the trades out and keep things even. That was certainly tense for a second there. If Lollipop had not found that one, this round may well have been in the mud, but not going to be the case. They have managed some space towards the A-bomb site as well, getting down to the side. Really too much of a defense. Masval gets perfect timing on that peak. Will be pushed away 3 versus 3 as the dust settles. The A-bomb site looking pretty well defended. Ganginho goes into the fire, comes away with a reward. What can Railway get done? He actually runs out of ammo and loses his life. Magno Jez against 3 to win the 11th for K23.
All the ways, right? All the ways. Oh, Masval will see it off as well. My God. For K23, I think, you know, we said that was such a rough buy. They needed a bit of a miracle. And went fine, and Masval will see it off. You know, that second, he needed a 1 versus 3. He was asking way too much over towards that top site, towards A, and yeah. I think there's a lot of question marks now for K23. Was that buy the right call? I said going into it, I think it's a huge risk. Maybe not worth the reward. And, oh, of course, now that risk is not paid off at all. They're in a really awkward space. Just there, the pistols to work with. Their economy is absolutely shattered. That nade has gone to Mars. Completely missed the ledge. It is flown into orbit. Yeah, it's a rough one. Really rough one to lose. Putting them in the 1 versus 3 there for Magnojas was just asking a little bit too much, and he will actually be the first to fall. Masval will answer again with a Mac 10, bit of money for him, but he's traded out. But yeah, the confidence coming through the peaks here. They know they've got the much better firepower.
Yeah, at the end of the day, X5 trying to hide, trying to be sneaky, but not going to happen for him. And this is exactly what I was talking about, the economy getting away from them now. You can see as well, they do have cash into this round, but there's going to be places lacking. There's little things to worry about. There's maybe no kit to work with. Maybe Elian going for a glass cannon AWP. It's tempting, and that's what he goes for, man. You know, you are missing bits and pieces, and when the game is as tight as it is, it can make all the difference. Those subtle little things at this level as well, you know, really going to cost the team. So Iron Branch have the upper hand in that sense and are able to just play their clean Counter-Strike game, not have to think, not have to go, damn, I'd love a flash here, and, you know, I don't have one. That's not really the case for them. So you'd expect them to have the upper hand in terms of the confidence game.
That's well. Playing just above that smoke. Right now, not all too much being given up. Oh, so I say, riding on full. Masval, nice opener. Such an important kill. This could start to bang those final nails in the coffin over towards K23's demise.
Not looking good. B-bomb site very open indeed. Iron Branch moving in confidently, swinging their shoulders around. Ganginho going to be blinded, but he gets a little moment of respite in between flashes to find that frag. Will have to be careful here. Goes flying around the corner to keep things looking good for the rest of the squad. There are some very low HP members, but unfortunately for K23, they cannot capitalize. Elian runs away to save, and Iron Branch have mowed through another important round.
Monstrous stuff. Elian on fire 1, and he's immediately traded with 3 remaining alive. Iron Branch extend the lead to 3 rounds. I mean, this is really, really what you want to be seeing. What a performance, man. What a showing. Iron Branch, when they look like things are not looking good for them, they find ways to continue to push forward. K23, I mean, yeah, they've essentially got, what, 1 full buy left in them before Iron Branch find map and series points. It's brutal. It's tough. It's mighty uncomfortable. Just the pistols here for them in towards round number 24. This one, kind of for the most part, seems like it'll probably be a bit of a throwaway. But we've seen crazier ones, so who knows?
Molly rolls down. Raging will have to give his position away, but at the very least, you know, keeps a bit of pressure on, trying to keep them away from the boost that they're hoping will do everything in the round. So far, so good. Elian finds one, moves away. Not a bad start for K23. You never know. Never write those deagles off, guys. Never write those deagles off. Another kill comes in. It will be traded out, but they're keeping the pressure on. 3 versus 2 now in favor of K23. It becomes harder and harder as the T-side lose more and more players for them to get back into the round. Masval creeping in. Railway has got this one red like a book. Is his crosshair sound? Yes, it is. All onto Sad against 3. Picks up one, creeping round for another Alien, just trying to hide away. Wait for the support, and in it comes. Huge win for K23.
How have they let that round slip? That shows an experience for Iron Branch on this map. That's a prime example about why this map is not a strong pick for them and not exactly one they ever want to pick into because they make errors like that. That's a brutal one to lose. You should never be losing those sort of ones. It has left them in a very interesting position. We actually do have to start asking questions once again. Back over towards Iron Branch. Do they have the ability to close out this game? We've seen that happen before. Oh, Alien through the smoke, full blind. A headshot on towards Nippy. But Ganginho onto back of one of his own.
Masval can't get anything done. Big kill to give away. Maybe needed to call it off ever so slightly, but felt like he was in a bit too deep. Over on B. Lollipop tries to take a chance, but it does not present. Great read from Elian as he finds Sad above the smoke. That should seal the deal on this one. 4 versus 2 now.
Surely, surely. There's 2 remaining. Over towards Iron Branch. Not a lot, it seems, that they've got a, you know, in terms of a clue right now. Molly over towards Tetris. Nobody there. Smoke over towards that front-hand side of sight. Hoping to get some sort of a bomb plant down here. Asking quite a lot, though. There's a pretty notorious gap over towards the left, which will be plugged with a smoke of their own. But they're starting to pounce. They're starting to flood their way in. It's all down to Ganginho in a 1 versus 4 turn 1 versus 3.
Would be amazing if he could pull this one off, to be honest with you. They do have kits available on that CT side. Going to try and get the tap on down. Ganginho's finding the frags. Can he get the player in the smoke? He is so wildly off. That's so unfortunate. A valiant attempt as he finds 4 and brings it all the way down to the final player, but it just was not enough. He couldn't find the player, and Iron Branch will now have a slim lead.
Oh, this is really uncomfortable, let's be honest. Not exactly the games that they've been looking for. What they would have hoped when it came towards closing out this game. We already said people and teams struggling to close things out. Elliot needs to be careful. He's been overwhelmed. He's trying to run away. Desperately. Flash will catch. Surely X5. Down he will fall. And Elliot just trying to hightail it to reposition. But a shot actually could cost him and his teammates his life. Thankfully, Magnogia's there to set up.
Getting intense now towards the tail end. Iron Branch slipping. Ganginho holding the line. Ooh, he's got a player in front of him. They're coming around the corner. That was nearly awkward. But they're still on top of each other. Maybe a chance. They're all distracted away, though. Sad, he's crept up on B, and he's found himself an all-important frag. He will get traded out before he gets his hands onto the bomb, however. Elian goes wild round the corner, and again, Ganginho having to work around his teammate. Goodness me. It's intense. It's tight. But Iron Branch, they find the final couple frags and get number 14.
What is happening? What is happening here? This game is just complete, pure, and utter chaos. But I've got no complaints. No complaints at all. There's been some cracking Counter-Strike. Time is starting to dwindle, though. 2 rounds ahead of K23. Iron Branch in terms of their breathing room. 2 rounds away from the map, the series. And taking it on their permaban. That itself is something pretty miraculous. Triple boost here. For K23. Okay. They coming over as well off the back of the flash. For Iron Branch, I think they've got a speculation that they have the better firepower. It's more a case of just avoiding gamble stacks. That's always the big thing. They already lost the one just a few rounds ago. So to be honest, I can fully understand why they've got that kind of worry in their mind.
Difficult times ahead, man. 3 in a row going to be required. I mean, we've seen a USP round be won, so... And we also saw K23 with not much more than this. Dink lands. Lollipop scared off. Flashbacks to previous rounds. 1,000-yard stare from Sad, though, as he will mow them down. Masval looking to hold things on the backside. Does actually get taken down, but it's Lollipop to clean up. Messy round. Little chaotic. But Iron Branch don't really lose anyone for it. And now, as said, K23 with 3 in a row required to stay alive in the series.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, this is definitely asking a lot of them. I just don't really see a lot of success coming from K23 to see this one off. They're going to need something miraculous. It's now or never. Hail Mary attempt to keep the dream alive. They're playing for OT. That in itself asking quite a lot. So, well, let's see. They've got anything left in the locker. Iron Branch is so close.
Molotov goes down. Masval can't find the frag. Easy back away coming in. Very, very slow on the upswing here from Iron Branch. They understand the position that they are in and do not want to let it slip away. This is quite the rare result from them, to be honest. You know, finding so much control, so much confidence on a map that they really... Well, they don't play at all. Maybe they should. This is not too bad. You know? Get working on it. Very quiet here. Masval maybe has an opportunity below the smoke. MagnoJez going to find the first onto Niffy, though. And Elian with the off angle manages to find another one. So it's only 3 remaining for Iron Branch. They've been scared off of B. They're going to try and look towards A, but I don't think that the opportunities are over there. Masval falls. And it looks set to be around going the way of K23, at least for now.
Yeah, they're still alive, right? That's the main thing. This job isn't done just yet, but at the very least, they've given them more opportunities to work with. Ganginho looking around the corner. Raijin actually might not expect it. But he unscopes, and that should, should be more or less all she wrote. The big thing is, I guess, keeping that AWP in play, but he's also got money, so not the end of the world. The lollipop is over towards spawn. That'll be a save goal. Yeah, just touch on what you were saying earlier, though. It's not a bad map for Iron Branch. You can see competency here, right? They actually, they do have, you know, strats and plays and at least some sort of idea how to pick into this. It's not exactly, it's not, you know, you can tell it's on a map in which they have no idea and it's a complete punish pick. There is an idea about how to play Vertigo, at least a pretty high level. And yeah, mate, it might even be worth a map worth coming in towards their pool, right? They're pretty damn good at it. I'll have to see what the future looks like for them, but at the very least... Wait. Ball's coming through. Inability to close out games. We've already spoken about how this is a bit of an issue at the tier 2 level. Let's hope it's not the case here. Some moments of questionableness as well. That can make you worry just a tad.
Just a little. Here we go, though. This is where the pressure is really on because Iron Branch are running out of cash. Ganginho seems to be made of money right now, but other than that, the rest of them are struggling for the money. Big nade. Masval takes a lot of damage. Not sure whether Raging heard. As he sometimes can. Oh, my goodness. He's on the right lines. So close. He does not find the frag. And has to back away.
Resword coming through. I gotta say, Masval, very lucky man. He's, oh, no way he goes for it again. He might even just escape it. Raijin is standing on his head. He's Goomba stomping him right now. And he has no idea. Oh, now he does. He's tagged him. Masval's still the luckiest man alive. And somehow still alive, to be perfectly honest. He will just fall away. Molotov to come through. Sad, waiting for his opportunity. X5 on the corner, on the angle, on the swing. Easiest kill of his life. Sad has no idea.
Still going to try and go for the B hit. 40 seconds remain. They have their heavy hitters in the form of Ganginho and Lollipop to work with here. And the B-bomb site seems deceivingly easy to push out. Tag lands onto MagnoJez. Oh, another one comes awfully close. Flash will come round. It's not very good, though. MagnoJez goes down. Railway standing strong for 2. Need to help out. And that should indeed be that. 4 for Ganginho to get through here on the AWP. Only 15 seconds to do it. Not going to happen. He's going to try and back away. Does get one on the way out. There's a man on the flank in the form of Raging to try and cut him off here and maybe take him down after time, actually, which would be a big, big deal. It looks like he's going to do just that. Raging gets him done. And they will find themselves 14, staring down the barrel of overtime now.
We play the full 30. So, let's see. How did this game end? Iron Branch still cannot close out this game. His inability to do so does make you really uncomfortable. And if it goes towards OT as well, K23 might have a slight advantage just for the fact of knowing that they found gaps in the armor over towards that of the T side. It's now or never, Iron Branch. I think if this goes OT, I get worried, but look at their money, look at their buy. It's a Tech 9 for Niffy, a Galil for Masval. Once again, he's lurking up close and personal.
Masval gets taken down. He's not really found much success getting aggressive on ramp. He's been going for it quite a lot, but yeah, really not found very much over there at all. Railway scared off the angle, but at the very least stays alive. So things looking up for K23. Iron Branch trying towards mid this time around. Bit of utility towards the B side of things, just to keep attention over there, but nothing really coming in. No opportunities presenting. K23 playing very, very well. Just sat back, letting the action come to them.
So I'm going through. Magno just finds Ganginho. And I think, unfortunately, that might be all she wrote. OT looming. And I think it is going to be more or less locked in. A 2 versus now turned 4. Yeah, this just requires too much. Lollipop and Sad, they've had their moments. They've had a couple of decent opportunities. But it just really hasn't been all too good. Sad finds out the kill, but he's so low on HP, I still can't see a way. We need a real mess up here from K23. Flash in the corner. Doesn't catch anybody. And surely that's it.
Yeah, looking that way, mate. Lollipop going to find one, but left on 2 HP. Easy finish off for the remaining 2 players here. Flash kind of ineffective. He's got to go for the bomb plant. He doesn't have time to win the round out. And Raging knows it. That's the anticlimactic finish. He mows him down in the end, but it is overtime indeed. K23 with a hell of a run back. We'll take a quick break. Don't miss this one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the overtime, of course. Straight back into the action. Iron Branch will be kicking themselves. They've let it come to this. They were so far in the lead. They'd broken the bank. K23 with backs up against the wall have managed to survive and are now really pulling out all the stops. A lot of really sneaky angles and sneaky spots that they're playing, making life very difficult indeed for Iron Branch.
That's it. So, where we stand right now, the big talking point has been Iron Branch's T-side lackluster. It starts exactly the same way. Ganginho falls more or less immediately. Not even a point of damage dealt. Really, honestly, not where you want to be. So what now? I mean, Iron Branch, that has been the story. It just looks like their T-side has just no ideas left. Everything they've tried is not coming to fruition in the way they would hope. It does fill you with a lot of worry. 40 seconds to work with. And they're looking over towards B. Here comes the util.
Here we go. Going to try and make the B-bomb site work. This is something that they tried in regulation quite a lot. And you can see that it continued to fail over there. And it is doing here as well. Lollipop. Can't get anything done. Clean round coming in from K23. Iron Branch, they've hit a brick wall. They're going to need a round or two to work with if they want to stay alive here on their own chance at the 2-0.
Yeah, I've got to say, this is, yeah. It's not looking good in the way you'd hope, right? This is really falling flat. And flat in terms of what the T-side is throwing at K23. It's the same thing round after round, but, you know, no success. What's the age I was saying? You know, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result. That's what we're seeing right now. I mean, Masval is really struggling to get any sort of control or space over towards ramp. Time and time again, he's trying to play and lurk in the smokes, and he keeps getting peppered. I haven't seen him find an opening kill in a long time, and it might continue. Once again, he lurks in the smoke, and he hopes and he waits.
Spam laying down. It's going to be raging to open up, and they certainly will be annoyed after that one as it comes through the smoke. Masval with the trade, though, finally finding success over towards the ramp area. Spots out a shadow. Beautifully done. Got to be careful not to go too far around the corner. There's a couple of members. Flash comes round, and it's absolutely perfect. He runs out of ammo. He would have had himself a 4K otherwise. Either way, Iron Branch are in with a good chance now. 4 versus 2, locking them out of A. And it's finally good to see Iron Branch getting themselves back into the Counter-Strike. Great flick from Ganginho. We'll leave Elian alone.
Elliot looking for something, and he gets deleted. What a response. Just as we were asking questions about this Iron Branch side, and we were saying their T-side was lackluster and all over the place. What a way to answer back. What a way to make it stick. Multi-square. Once again, 16 apiece. Taking a lead until the second half would be huge as well. Really kind of helping them out in terms of just having something to work with. So yeah, we'll see. Well, flash is over. Ain't really been given up just yet. Looking for some areas to, I mean, at the very least, using their favor. Masval's finally started to find stairs towards Ram, so it might be once again relying on him. Molotov deep will at least force them away.
Feels like a really important round here if K23 can continue their trend of winning CT rounds, keep that momentum up. They put up a formidable showing into the second half, but if Iron Branch can break the curse a bit more, I think their CT side look pretty damn good. So, you know, you really would put yourself in a position of starting to believe in the Iron Branch, and Ganginho's going to manage to get his crosshair centered, find those 2 frags. Leave it down to Railway on the A-bomb site. He tries to hold as best he can. He does manage to find one. Masval. Where has this come from? He was so struggling on the A pushes, but recently on the entry, he's looked absolutely unstoppable. Just Magno Jez to try up against 4. I don't think he's going to get this one, and he's being flanked out as well for good measure.
I think that's the case. Masval actually might potentially fall. Backpack spotted. He will be dropped. There's all consolation kill. Hang on. It's 1 versus 2. doing a good job of isolating, and if you'll see it off at the turn of the half. Yeah, not bad at all. A lead for Iron Branch, a slim one, but at the very least, once again, kind of slight advantage in their court. Fire can now be the time.
Well, we'll see. We shall see things getting swapped over and ready for that second half of overtime. K23, I think, going to have to hit the ground running here. Keep Iron Branch away from the all-important 18 rounds. Two very, very close maps so far. Really hard to call. Really hard to separate these two teams. They both put on a great show, considering it's a map that, you know, neither of them really have much preference or strength on. So, you know, they've definitely put up some decent Counter-Strike, but we'll see. Run boost coming in. Flying round. Flash to match. And a double spray down for Magno Jez. Absolutely wonderful stuff to kick off that T-side campaign.
Just no reaction there from Sad at all. He has no idea. Oh, they nearly line up for Lollipop, but they only get himself one. That's the round done already. 2 versus 4, but there's just no chance, surely. Unless they give Ganginho easy 1v1s, which is kind of what they're doing right now. If one more go down, that's the main thing. He pushes in front of the Molotov, may I say. And it falls down to Raijin. Leaves Masval all alone in a 1v3. Yeah, and this one's done. It all comes off the back of that run boost. It's absolutely bonkers from Magno Jez. It should be seen off. And it will do. Raijin will deliver the final blow. Outside square once again. 17 rounds apiece. Yeah, and Iron Branch just completely shell-shocked in that round. They just were not expecting that level of pace, that level of speed. Just completely caught them off guard.
Well, there you go. As I said, keeping them off of 18, very important indeed. Keeping the competition up here. Wild, wild stuff right now as the game continues to be in second. Railway going to eat a nade to kick this one off. Raijin looking to move fast up the ramp. Keep things unpredictable, I think, is what they're looking for. Molotov goes down. Keep him at bay. Lollipop goes flying round as he hears the tick. Gets the pre-fire down, and a great opening pick for Iron Branch.
They needed that. Just to alleviate some of that pressure. Oh, dink. On towards Magno Jez, but he'll find the kill nonetheless. Nifty to fall. It's a very important one, it has to be said. What's the plan of action? Ganginho is actually a little bit in the open there. Over towards ramp. He's waiting for a peek to come through. Right now, he won't be given all too much. Yes, Celian. Easy. Expected it, knew about it. Ganginho in a very exposed angle. It's an easy pick for him.
Lollipop. Keeping it held. Masval off angle here. Could be absolutely massive. Spots the shadows before they start coming around the corner. He will be traded out. They know where Lollipop is as well. Magno Jez, big opportunity here to try and find this frag. Can he get it done? He's going to get good timing. No, Lollipop checks back to him but can't find the kill. 2 versus 1. Iron Branch, it started off so well, but it has fallen by the wayside. Left onto Sad on the rotation. There has yet to get the bomb in. Sad trying to get himself into a decent position to hold the defense here, but really going to be easier said than done. Bomb plant coming in. I think that they really do have his number here. Magno Jez around the corner is able to take him and get on to 18 first. K23 putting on a clinic so far on the T side.
Just so strong here, that T side. Really not looking rough at all. Perfect precision play on that T side. It's just been really stellar work. For Iron Branch, this is where the inexperience and this being their permaban really actually starts to show. They just can't control the speed. It once again just comes down to tempo. That's the small changes that K23 are making, but it's paying off massively. Lollipop just an MP9 for him. Ganginho tagged down low, and he's actually fortunate to stay alive.
Going to be a tough start in. Elian rings off a shot. Nades going down here. Masval maybe going to move through the smoke. He does indeed. Elian, while blind, finds the frag, though. He knew what was coming. And Iron Branch might just have put everything into that. The entire second map resting on the Masval push. And it goes south. They will be a man down trying to hold the line here to take us to another overtime.
Well, Sniffy other ideas. Pulling out Utah at the worst possible time. You've got to be expecting. They're grouped together. That'll cost them. That B-side's still open. It's a slow rotation here from Sad. He himself, he's going to go... Well, he was looking through mid. Now he gets on towards the side himself. Thankfully, Ganginho coming for support. They might actually just beat them before they cross. It's too late, though. I think this one's done.
Oh, yeah, looking like it's confirmed, especially with that one as he follows the traces. Lollipop on the flank, 31 kills, not going to be enough. He gets taken down, and that will be that. K23 mount the comeback, bring it to overtime, and they will get their own map pick. It is hard fought for a map that has never been played by the side of Iron Branch. Absolutely wild veto coming in, but we will indeed require that third map now.